let's go back to the structure issue, because you've raised it earlier before we went on break, and I see that Minister Wike is also very particular about this structure thing. First, some do not see anything wrong in these governors putting in some words by supporting a fellow governor in distress. And some of your former allies won't stop saying the structure Minister Wike is talking about is not really structure. They say this structure was built and nurtured by former Governor Peter Odili. I think I've said this to you before. Also recently, Chief Olabode George is also insisting that Governor Fubara ought to be the leader of the party in the state. And the NWC of the party is also saying Governor Fubara is the leader of the party in Rivers State. The question many Nigerians are asking is, why is it hard for most of you to align with this new reality?
I want to ask a simple question. When Governor Fashola was the governor of Lagos State, was he the leader of the party in Lagos State then? Or when Governor Sanwo-Olu was the governor of Lagos State, was he the leader of the party in Lagos State then? The people of Lagos State know their leader. So the people of Rivers State know who their leader is. I'm an adult. So you will be the one to tell me who my leader is. So when I went to the National Secretariat to obtain nomination form to contest to become the national delegate in the forthcoming national convention, it was somebody that walked me to the National Secretariat and advised me to obtain the form. The question is simple. Like you said, our leader, Bode George, said Governor Similala Fubara ought to be. And if a man ought to be and he decided not to be, is he any of our fault? Politics is a game of interest. You follow where your interest lies. The governor probably has a different interest, a different view of where he wants to achieve his democratic practice. And so for us, we have said clearly that the statement by the governors in their governors forum is a solidarity to their colleague, but they took it too far. Yeah, there's nothing wrong in saying that they will support their colleague, but coming to say that they will tell the NWC to hand over the structure of the party to Governor Similala Fubara, who knew that they were selling forms to contest an election, who knew that NWC and NEC has approved the date for Congress in Rivers State to be so date, and decided not to participate. Even when in the program of event, he was invited to come and speak to us delegates, he didn't come. His deputy was also invited.
Are you talking about the state congress, Dr. Nwanosike?
Yeah, the state congress, yes. He didn't come. None of them came to the congress. And it shows clearly that the statement he made, that he was disappointed in PDP at the national level and that he is now carrying on with a movement, called Simplify movement, is true. He doesn't have any interest in the People's Democratic Party, especially in Rivers State. So he is busy with building a new party called APP, where he wants to go and take control of, because he is aware that he has long forgotten and abandoned the People's Democratic Party. So because he abandoned the People's Democratic Party, like the then governor, Rotimi Chibika Amechi, abandoned the People's Democratic Party, so we should fold our hands as politicians and not follow our destiny. So if you answer the question, my sister, of who was the leader of the political parties in Lagos State when Governor Fashola was governor and Governor Sanwo-Olu was governor, then it is simple. Who
all right.
The leader
Dr. Nwanosike, I'm here to ask the questions and you're here to answer them. But since you started talking about the state congress, you know, the PDP governors are calling for a review of that congress, of the outcome of that congress, to restore Fubara's leadership role in the party. First, is this out of line? And seeing that the governor was absent at that Congress, what does his absence mean? Does it not bother you that the interim order issued by Justice Charles Wali stopping the PDP from holding congresses in the states may invalidate the state Congress? Talk to us about this.
Supreme Court has ruled and settled that matter long ago, madam. That matter has been settled long ago. Congresses are organized by the National Working Committee. And the National Working Committee has no business with your court injunction from one state court. You know, that is the problem with non-politicians. If he was a politician, I mean the governor of Rivers State, Similala Fubara, probably would have gotten the proper advice and would have taken the right steps. So that's not what I will come and say here. For us, as far as we are concerned, the Congress of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State has been done and dusted, and has been concluded. What we are waiting for now is the Congress for the Zonal Congress and the National Congress.
So was that Congress authorized by or sanctioned by the NWC of the party? Because, I mean, report says that Congress has caused a dispute between the National Working Committee and the PDP Governors Forum.
Well, the PDP Governors Forum, the PDP Governors are not members of the National Working Committee, the NWC. The NWC sanctioned the Congress, sent workers from the National Secretary to come and conduct the Congress, and INEC monitored the Congress, and security agents monitor the Congress. Those are in accordance with our laws. And so every lawful steps we are taking and followed. And don't forget, PDP Congress, State Congress of Rivers State was beamed live, both on your station and your sister stations. And so I don't think we should overflog this issue because it's already overtaken by events.
Yeah, we'll get over it, but, you know, I mean, that's why you're here, to give us more information so Nigerians can know what exactly is happening. So does it now mean that Nwanosike may possibly own River State's PDP executives, while the Governor Fubara will own the incoming local government executives? Is this in the interest of the people of River State?
I don't understand which local government executive Governor Fubara will own. We are saying that him and his supporters did not participate in both the ward, local government, and state congress. For you to participate, the National Secretariat is the only place where nomination forms are sold. Are you saying, man, you will go and give a position to a man who did not show interest in obtaining nomination form? Is that the democracy we want to practice in Nigeria? The answer is no. Those who obtain nomination form has participated in the various congresses, and they have emerged victorious. And so they've been sworn into offices, and we've carried on. And that's the point we're making. So Governor Fubara also, he's not worried because he has gone to APP, a political party that has elephant as his logo. That is the political party he's building now. Because he believes that his Simplify movement has the popularity to fly a new political party in Rivers State. And as the governor, with a lot of resources and capacity, he will win any election he gets involved in. So we'll just wait for that time to come so that this whole matter will be rested.
Dr. Nwanosike, let's talk about you for a minute, because you're here, and I mean, here at TVC, we don't do speculations, we don't do assumptions, we deal with facts. So because you're here, we saw a video of you in a heated exchange with officials of River State's Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development after they sued a hotel owned by you for violation of development control and non-compliance with building regulations. What exactly is the true state of things, and has the hotel been reopened?
That matter is in court, so speaking about it here will be sub judice. I will plead that you forgive me. The matter is before the law court of Nigeria, and we'll leave it at that.
All right, let's get back to Rivers PDP. You know, some persons sympathetic to the state governor, Governor Fubara, have suggested a defection from the PDP following this obvious lack of support from the leadership of the PDP, both at the state and national levels, despite the governor's plans. But it looks like the national level is, you know, changing statistics now. The governor leaves. If the governor leaves for the PDP today, what happens? Is this something the PDP is likely to forfeit?
Well, apart from maybe the governor of Bauchi State, who wants to be president of Nigeria come 2027, maybe he is the one that will be very worried if Fubara leads to APP, because probably he won't get the financial support he intends to get with the support Governor Fubara is going to give to him, since he has said clearly on a program I watched live from his state that he will teach the current leaders of Nigeria, I mean President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how to run a nation. It is clear that from all the activities of the governor of Bauchi State, he has not hidden it that he has intention to vie for the office of president come 2027. But it is for Nigerians to decide. For us in Rivers State, Governor Fubara has already left for APP. And we, as members of People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, we have seen a lot. We have done an election in 2019 that was between we and the Nigerian states. We have seen an election in 2015 when our principal was not holding any office, was not holding the office of the governor. And by the grace of God, because of the belief and the sincerity that our principal Nwanosike comes with, he's not the man that will tell you A in the morning and the night he's acting B. No, he doesn't believe in that. If it is A in the morning, it's A in the afternoon, it's A in the evening, even if it's going to cause him some pain. He's the man that will tell you that for every decision you take in life, there are benefits and there are also disadvantages that will come. So you should be ready to face them when they come. And so as far as you are concerned, the question you just asked now is belated, because in our state we know what is happening. Similarly, Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, has left for APP. And if anybody is deceiving himself that Fubara is still a member of the People's Democratic Party, maybe it's those who want to woo him back so that they can get the resources of Rivers State to prosecute whatever agenda they have in the future against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But we, in People's Democratic Party, we can assure Nigerians that we are grounded politicians and we have what it takes to win election in our local government and in our wards and in our states. So we are not perturbed.
But since our last conversation in July, what kind of support are you getting from Ikwere elders and the youths? Because, you know, I remember that in July, Ikwere elders met with Governor Fubara to show their solidarity. We saw a video of them saying Rivers State has only one governor, and as generous and calm as he is, he does not deserve any distractions, and that's why they are solidly behind him. Anyone would interpret this as Minister Wike and yourself losing the support of your own people. So what kind of conversation, what kind of support have you been getting, or are you getting from your local government and the entire community?
First of all, this your question is you want to pitch me against my people. I'm a traditional title holder in my community, and like I said before, anybody can wake up and say you're a leader of a people. The people know who their leader is. And at the appropriate time, the people of Ikwere ethnic nationality will tell you who their leader is. A leader is a man that means well for you, that have done things, tangible things you can see, you can feel, you can hold. And for a people to gather and say, you are Dike on her, as in you are the greatest among all in the 4 local government that make up Ikwere ethnic nationality. There's only one man that holds that title, and his name is Nwanosike. So I will leave it at this, because your question might want to make me make statements that will create traditional issues. No, we don't want to go there. When it comes to traditional matters, we will do traditional matters. When it comes to political matters, we'll do political matters. But I will say that Governor Fubara has hurt the Ikwere people greatly by the actions he took against one of the brightest Ikwere ethnic nationality has had. That is Chief Sergeant Tawuse, who is the traditional ruler, first-class traditional ruler in charge of the entire local government and Emowa people, who was sacked by Governor Fubara when he was in coma up there in London, without even asking questions. A man that wrote him 2 letters saying, I am sick, this is my state of health, I need your permission to travel. He approved. When the situation got critical, another letter was written to him, which he agreed to say, this is my position. But for him to come to the public and disgrace that, the disgrace he has given to Chief Sergeant Tawuse is a disgrace to Ikwere ethnic nationality. So no amount of gift that you will give to our people that will solve that problem. When the time comes, we will respond properly to Governor Fubara.
All right. You know, every time I have a conversation with anyone from any stakeholder from Rivers State, I mean, I always hope for peace so that the people of Rivers State can truly enjoy the dividends of democracy. But I must thank you so much for joining us this evening. Dr. Samuel Nwanosike is the former chairman, Ikwere Local Government Area of Rivers State. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Please have a good evening.
Thank you for having me.